That's it. Come on. Come on. Come on over here. I got something I want to show you.
Rain is falling on my head. Pretty soon I might be dead.
Welcome everybody to the Game Cave.
Welcome everybody again to the Game Cave. Come on in, sit down, have a seat. I got a few things that I wanted to show you. Any of you that have already been subscribed to my page for a while, my channel I should say, know that I do some pickups here and there and I like to do some videos, and it's been a little while since I did any videos. Son of a bitch. Fucking cat. Anyways, as I was saying, it's been a little while since I've done any videos. I've been kind of busy working a lot, you know, doing the normal job, just trying to get that money, help out for the family and stuff like that. To start it off, got some pretty simple stuff here. I actually had a really good find a while back, and we'll go with that. This find included two additional NES systems, two Nintendos that were both working but wouldn't play any games because the connectors need to be replaced. I don't have those systems with me anymore. I have already basically refurbished them, fixed them up, and then sold them off to a couple of friends of mine. So they got theirs. There are a few other things in this lot that I got not too long ago that really stand out. First is the NES lot that I got. The two systems combined together, literally they charged me 15 bucks for them. I went and fixed them up and definitely sold them for more than $15. The second lot that was a part of me going to a rummage sale basically for this was a Sega Genesis lot, and the guy had it there right next to the Nintendo stuff, and it also said $15 on it. And I had to double check the guy because I had to ask him, 15 bucks for the whole thing, or is it 15 bucks each system? And he said it was the whole thing, so I snatched it up like right away. Well, in that lot consisted of a Model 2 Sega Genesis, if y'all can see that, obviously, simple, you know, everybody's got that, a 32X to go on that Sega Genesis, so that was all together. There was at least one controller, all the cables and such, most of the cables, and inside that lot, along with it sitting next to it, was this beauty, the Genesis CDX. This, from what I know, is actually pretty damn rare. Now, I went through, I brought it home, they had a couple cables for it. If you don't know anything about this system, it's basically a Discman. So if you remember Discmans growing up, it's for somebody who basically, they could play a CD on here and listen to it with the headphones and stuff like that. It even has a slot for putting in batteries and stuff. And you can listen to music and stuff and have it. But the thing is you can take it wherever you want to go, and it's got a slot for Genesis cards that go in the top here, and it also plays Sega CD discs. Well, as rare as it is, the first question I think to myself is it going to work? Well, I got it home and hooked it up, and the first thing I noticed is that there was an issue with the laser basically inside, like completely like detached and kind of like moving around and stuff freely, like you could turn the console and you could hear it moving around. I had since opened it up and fixed that put it back on the rails, but unfortunately I'm still having issues and it doesn't work. So granted, the whole lot was 15 bucks. I could look at it as saying, okay, I got this for free, no big deal. If you look it up on Amazon trying to buy one of these right now, you're looking at $300 just for this. I'm hoping to get it working at some point because I'd love to keep it and keep it as a piece. If I can't get it to work, I might actually sell it as just like parts and see what I can get for that. Unfortunately, all you do is you plug it in and it doesn't want to read any discs. It doesn't want to, the screen lights up, powers up, but nothing happens on the little screen. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but hopefully I can get someone to work on it and fix it up. So that's probably the crown jewel of everything that I got in that run. A couple other things that I got, random games and stuff, and this is all just rummaging and whatever else. I got Triple Play 97 for the PlayStation, and this to me, literally the only reason why I got this game is because it's a long box PS1 game. That's pretty much the only reason. I wasn't a big fan, and to me, PlayStation sports games and stuff, even like Game Day and everything like that, which were cool back in the day, to me they run real clunky and load times and everything like that, but I do have the systems and I do like to collect them. So here it is, PS1 long box. Hopefully I find some more. I used to have a good number of long box games back in the day until my PS1 was stolen a long time ago. A couple other things that I found, you know, and these were all pretty cheap. The Triple Play was probably $1 at Goodwill. I got a Game Gear game here. That's Super Columns, if you remember that one. Obviously the port for the little one. Got that for $1.99. Don't have a Game Gear yet, but you know, maybe someday, maybe I might find the right person, whoever, you know, $1, who cares. Also, another stop at Goodwill landed me 2 random sports N64 games. One is All-Star Baseball 2000, and the other is Fox Sports College Hoops 99. I paid $1 each for them. Honestly, I think I overpaid. Next on my run, this isn't a game, but it is nice to get it. But it is a strategy guide for Zelda Twilight Princess. It's a little beat up, but also it you know, only went 50 cents. So picked it up, 50 cents. Some Zelda memorabilia, why not? It's great stuff. So excellent pictures and photos and stuff in there, and I actually have the game that I haven't played yet, so maybe that might actually help me as I play it. Some other things that I picked up as well include this Star Trek: The Next Generation's Genesis game. I never played it up until a couple days ago. I bought it for $1. Big deal, $1. It's kind of hard to play. If you haven't played it, I don't know if I would recommend it. And if you have played it, someone please tell me how to play this game, because I think I played it, moved around a little bit, figured out how to warp to one planet to another, and then all of a sudden I get shot up by some spaceships or whatever, and I couldn't go any further. So I know a little bit about Star Trek, not much. I wasn't the hugest fan, but still thought it was pretty cool because it was a whole box, complete in box and everything. So there it is, Star Trek: The Next Generations for the Genesis. Also, I did manage to pick up at what they call a rummage sale, but it wasn't a rummage sale. It was a guy that was basically acting as a reseller. His prices weren't too high, but they weren't too low either. They were like maybe like a few dollars less than what you would find anywhere else, whether it be online or a resale shop. Actually, the prices were pretty close to a resale shop. So to me, it was like a resale shop, but without all the fancy decorations all over the place. But I went and thought it was a big rummage sale, went to check it out, and decided, all right, I'm going to leave with one game. And he had a couple other things, but they were kind of pricey. So I ended up picking up GoldenEye for the N64. That netted me 12 bucks. I wouldn't have liked to pay as much. If I would have been happy, I would have liked to pay maybe like 5 or even 10, just coming down and making you feel good. They got a little better deal than what was labeled. The guy made me break change. You know, it's like, hey, I got $10 on me. Let's save the trouble trying to break change or whatever. And he wasn't having it. Oh no, here, $20. All right, I'll get you some change. And he comes walking out of the house with a huge freaking stack of money. like as if like he's been doing this for a long time, which he has, because I know he's told me. Next, I have some other pickups that are now from a group that I am now a part of on Facebook, the Retro Gaming Group, and it's called the 8-bit and 16-bit retro gamers, basically. So if you're into retro gaming, this group I would definitely suggest. They're funny for the most part because they allow you to kind of post whatever you want to a point, but at the same time they do a lot of selling back and forth of games and stuff, and so far all the people that I've dealt with have been very reliable as far as any games and stuff like that. So we'll start with one of the NES games I picked up with along with another game that was with it, but I picked up the original Tecmo Bowl on the NES. So this is a really fun game. It was pretty cheap, you know, only I think I paid like $8 for it or whatever. That wasn't too bad. It's actually pretty fun. It's funny how like there was no NFL teams licensed for this one at the time, so it's just city names and stuff. Still a really cool game. So once again, Tecmo Bowl. Along with Tecmo Bowl, I had them send me what I thought to be a pretty good deal at the time, Turtles in Time for the SNES. This is an awesome side-scrolling beat-em-up game. It's real easy to play. In fact, I've been playing it off and on with my 7-year-old daughter who loves it. So back and forth, she's always asking me, you know, can we play some games? And a lot of times she always wants to play this one right away. And I just got it a few days ago. This was actually a pretty good deal. I'm not saying it was a steal because I didn't find it at no rummage or nothing. It was through the guys on the group. So they definitely got what they were asking for. But the thing is with this game, it's priced damn near $60 on Amazon or anywhere else that you go. And I saw it for pretty much $20 less, and I pulled the trigger on it right away and beat a couple people out on it that were asking for it as well. So I was really glad to get this, and I'm glad to be playing it today. And thank you to the sellers out there that helped me get some of these games because they're really good. A couple of games came from one seller as well that just happened to have both of them when I was asking them. And that is Castlevania 4 for the SNES. And if you don't already know, I'm a huge SNES fan. It's one of the main consoles that I grew up with. Grew up with the NES younger. SNES was like a real consistent time period for me for playing games and stuff. I really devoted myself during the SNES years. And then I also had the N64. And then once PlayStation came out is when I kind of started going towards that route. I got away from Nintendo as the GameCube was released and stuff like that. But Castlevania 4, if you have not played this game, this is highly recommended. You should be playing this game. This is one of those games, you turn it on, you turn your sound system that you have up, way up, because the music is excellent on this game. It's an excellent soundtrack. So you definitely want to check this one out if you haven't already. And if you have, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Next I have something that I've been wanting to get for a while, and these were moderate priced games, especially Castlevania and the next one as well. They were pretty much middle down the road with a slight discount on what you would see on Amazon and stuff like that, whether it be like $10 or in Turtles in Time's case it was $20 like I said. Final Fantasy II for the SNES. Yes, I know it's not Final Fantasy II, it's Final Fantasy fucking 6 or whatever it is, or I should say 5, there's however many it is. You know, it's such BS because this is what we grew up in and said too. Yes, I get that there was other releases in Japan, but anytime that I talk to anybody about these games, I have to say Final Fantasy II SNES United US release or whatever, because otherwise they're gonna correct me on my Final Fantasy II or whatever it's supposed to be because of the Japan releases and stuff. So, but either way, to me, Super Nintendo, SNES, Final Fantasy II, that's what it is to me. And this to me was one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. I love Final Fantasy VII for PlayStation. I love Final Fantasy X or X or whatever. I have those, you know, for PS2 and stuff like that. But some of my first experiences with RPGs was Final Fantasy II. So I was glad to get this, and I can't wait to get this one started. I already just checked it out to see if it was working, and that's it. Didn't want to devote myself too much to it, but that's where it goes from there. One of the other things I picked up, one last besides those games, I got one more Sega Genesis Model 1 console. This is the model that does not say high definition graphics on the top. I already cleaned this one up, fixed it up real nice. So I will probably be selling this one as soon as I can get the cables and stuff for it. Literally this thing was just sitting on a table just by itself, looking pretty dirty, and I cleaned it up real nice and I got it for $5. So what can you say? You know, I talked the guy down that had it on a $10 price, and I said, listen, you don't have any of the cables, put $10 on it, I'll give you $5 because you don't have any of the cables and stuff. And he took it. He basically said, well, that's $5 more that I don't have or whatever. So he got it. It works perfect, and I'll be hopefully putting that together soon with a system. So that was about it that I all picked up. It was actually a pretty good haul, especially with this baby. If I can only get it working, that Genesis CDX, man. If I could get that bad boy working, man, I'd be really happy about this one. So all in all, I say it was a pretty good couple of weeks since the last time I put up a video. So I hope you guys really enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed checking it out. Some of these I've been enjoying playing a lot, Castlevania, things like that. Really liked them. So a big shout out to the Facebook groups out there, whether it be I'm a Retro Gamer or 8-bit, 16-bit. You guys are awesome. Everyone in the group has been stellar, and they allow me to help promote my pages and stuff as well. So I definitely want to say good things about them. So once again, thank you guys for coming down. I really appreciate you joining me in the Game Cave. Not only do I hope you guys return at some point, but I'm hoping to get some other stuff started soon with more guests. I just need to have the time. There's definitely some busy times coming up, and I really hope you guys stay with me as we put things out. So thank you so much for coming down. I greatly appreciate it. I really hope to see you guys again soon, and please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, everything that you can do socially to help get the fan base out. If you like what I do, please get it out there. I would really appreciate it. I don't monetize my videos, so I'm just purely doing it out of joy, at least for right now. Maybe I can get to that at some point, but as of right now, that's not something I'm too concerned with at the moment. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
No, Model 1 is better. Model 1 is better because it looks bigger. It's the original model.
Yeah, Model 2 is better because I can fit Sega CD on it.
I have a Sega CD too, but it's really big and goes underneath. It actually looks a lot cooler.
Oh, mine is cool and sleek in design, and I look like a frisbee.
Well, I look better with a 32X on top.
That's not true. Look, I have a 32X on top right now.
No, I look better with the 32X on it. See how this curved design gets in here and fits just right? How do you like that? Y'all bitches need to shut up, because I'm a CDX and I can do everything you guys can't do. And I can fit a 32X in the top. That's not true.
That's not true.
Oh yeah? I may look like a hammerhead shark, but I look better than you. Yeah, well, at least I'm working. Hey, I will be working hopefully soon. Okay, I think that's gone far enough.